Okay, this is a good channel message. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf, okay? Very good message, okay? You ready? All right, so on the description below, you're gonna have a video, okay? You're gonna watch that video. Maybe after this one, but I would definitely suggest watch it. You're gonna, but wait until I tell you why you need to watch it. At 28.11, let's just check before I hit place here. And please, this is not for everybody. Please use your discernment. But I feel like this is a collective global message because I felt it so deep in my core. Like it was just like a wave, you know, like a splash. And you know, surfers, you know how it is, right? When you, that adrenaline rush, that skill that a lot of y'all you have. But it's the same thing in the spiritual world. It's the same thing here. Anyways, the intense message is that she's saying right now, God has put me this girl before on TikTok. It was randomly, and it was a live that she was doing. He's like, watch her. I'm like, okay. And he will use her channeling energy because she is doing the right thing, believe it or not. It's just she is amazingly covered and protected, which is beautiful. God speaks through her, I swear. And he does it with everybody. You're going to see there's multiple people that have multiple gifts that he will talk to. It's meant to. You're supposed to. This is her job, her goal. A lot of us, we didn't choose to be doing this. Did you? No. It's like a calling that it gets really uncomfortable until we have to do it. And if it's meant to do it, we have to do it, okay? So the message that what she was saying, today he was like, there was a message in her life last year, and I started following her and everything. It was that, and I was telling you guys, there's some readers who fucking like read the energy of capitalists, billionaires, really fucked up, like really fucked up, like you could hear it, and yes, you can use your imagination because it's that horrific, it's that disgusting. And it is happening now online, social media, right? There is exposed everything. This is what they're doing. This is what they've been doing. This is what the family legacies are doing. So she talks about this energy about beast, right? She said if you're feeding the beast, and she talks about the unicorns, water. Did you pick up on that? Like, this is what the servant is. God will do this. He will choose specific people to say specific things in random readings or anything. Right now, he's really not going for any news official media. This is why it bothers him. But a lot of people are starving that fucking demonic, disgusting, complicit genocide. All of them. They don't like to hear it. They don't like to people telling them in their faces what's coming, right? You thought you were God. You guys were doing stuff for money. Like a lot of y'all, man, it costs more to let go of your integrity in God for money. It's not worth it. A lot of you do a lot of weird ass shit for money, right? It's not worth it. Your goal, your energy, your wisdom, your talents, your gifts. A lot of you have gifts, it's just dormant. God keeps it on lockdown. You're fucking evil and doing weird ass shit. Nobody's perfect, absolutely. But own up to your fucking accountability, actions, and stop doing the fucking thing that you know is harming people. Causing harm and hurt? Oh no, it's okay, it's mine. What? Child slavery in the Congo? Literally, women in Sudan are literally killing themselves, suicide, because they don't want to be, right? Yeah, right? Like, for real, like, we are in this, and we're okay with this shit? All because some of us get our comfortable shit that we can get any other way. We don't need systems like this. Why have we normalized this? See what she's talking about. God is talking to a lot of you. You're not listening. One of three could be significant. 333. Start to listen. You're supposed to listen. There's code, signs, number. A lot of you think synchronicity, which is my favorite word. Serendipity is my favorite word too. Those things are like magical light. Oh my God, fairy dust and shit like that. Like they have literally dehumanized also and demonized God's ability to communicate with us. What the fuck? Like, really? Really? They're trying though, but obviously it's just at this point, like, even for a lot of y'all, God is just like, this is so funny. They still think they're gonna get away with it, even though we all have evidence in our hands right now. There's 14 months of evidence if you're interested. There's a description below where there's a donation that you can give. It's cold right now. Very cold. And these people are trying to survive genocide. Their GoFundMe is in the link below. Can you please help out? Take some time to help out. That's the gift that you can do for Christmas, whatever you believe in your fucking, because it is a cult, it is part of capitalism, feeding mongrel demonic energy to keep it feeding it. We call it Christmas and holiday, right? That's what it is. It can be used for better things. It does not have to be used for evil and sinister and disgusting things that they're doing. They have to maintain it in the spiritual realm, the dark realm. It's not stronger than God, that's for sure. But this is why a lot of you need to wake the fuck up, because you're part of the puzzle. How do we complete the puzzle without the puzzle pieces? Some of the puzzle pieces are already put together. We're just waiting for the other pieces so that we can continue this work. Do you understand it? This is a global assignment. Also, medium, you're part of complicity of genocide as well. I see that you have removed the clapping of my post ego death. This post, there's a precedent on medium. Why? Because it's too truthful for y'all. Class consciousness is going to happen. It's part of Christ consciousness too. A lot of y'all new spirituality shit, get the fuck off that shit. That's full of capitalism and propaganda and disgusting shit, trying to dehumanize and decolonize. See, they can't stand. That's another thing I've noticed, that in YouTube and other areas, decolonization is being omitted. That word is being kind of censored. I'm like, oh, how interesting. The threat. Oh, we have found a threat. We have found it. They can't stand that. Knowledgeable, educated people? What? Like real education though. Real one. How to sustain ourselves community-wise, do socialism, yeah? That everyone can have an equal say, okay. It's not impossible. They just don't want you to get there. They're making it impossible for a lot of you, but nothing is impossible for God. That's the message. Yeah, so stop feeding the beast, join the BDS movement, continue the work, do what we gotta do. We have work to do. But you can continue your work. You can continue doing your thing. You gotta pay bills. I understand. Just find nature organizations, work-related. Save yourself. Your generational wealth is being tainted and cursed by capitalism. That's the point of all this shit. Wake up. You can continue doing it. Not really, but we need to find ways of find different solutions, because this is not working for anybody. It's harming people. It's affecting children. Women? Are we forgetting the importance of women in a healthy planet? A women that can sustain themselves, that can thrive, they can use their gifts and talent to enhance the world, their nurturing energy. Because when a divine feminine energy is healed and it's worked on, is amazing. It can do amazing things. But also the opposite is also correct. There's females, Jezebels in power that we need to be aware of. Okay? They enhance and emphasize men. And men are weak for that shit, right? You have to be careful. it's really sad that a lot goes unnoticed and unchecked, on assignment, traumatic and atrocities and violence against people who speak the truth, and we kind of have to like swallow it up and kind of like deal with it, right? But we don't really have to. It's just that we are guides, and a lot of you're spiritual guides. You're supposed to be doing this work, writing, talking about it, podcasts. Like, there's a lot of toxic masculinity, patriarchy, misogyny podcasts that a lot of men should not be listening to, especially for people who are genocidal maniacs, psychopaths, and they're okay with what billionaires and governments and politicians are been doing for 14 months. And then before that, the Congo and Sudan, what's happening in the world. Like, it's really fucked up. And then we're called when we talk about this, and we're trying to explain that this system is not okay. Like, these are violent people. Then we are the violent ones because we're calling them out. They're murdering people. There are CEOs and people like that doing unethical things. Yeah, they have done it. This is what God is exposing. Class consciousness is Christ consciousness. Wake up. Jesus is already here. He's within each of you. Get to know him. And he's going to do what we've been praying. But it has to come from all of us. We are more than them. That's their fear. That's their fear. But at the end of the day, we don't take revenge. We give it to God. Give it to God. That's what they have lost access to. They don't have access to God. It's blocked. We have. They harness it from us. The wishes, everything. Stealing generational wealth. This is how they do it. They are cursed. They always have been. The only thing that covers them, their human shield, right? Capitalism. Capitalism is a disease. It's a harm. And this is why a lot of people have gone through a lot to get the truth to you, to wake up, to do it, and then that's what's going on. They don't play fair. Absolutely not. They are psychopaths. Exposing themselves also in movies. Like, I can't enjoy. I am a horrible friend. I've been thinking about that. Like, I'm boycotting so much. Like, I cannot. Like, I'm so sorry for my friends and people, because it's like I cannot. Like, I can. Once you see, you cannot see it. Like, they glorified themselves in movies. They fund the movies. They glorified themselves, what they think that humanity could do to liberate themselves from them, and then expect them like not to do those things, right? But you're literally teaching them through movies, right? But they're like, no, we're not doing. No, you're just glorifying war, killing, murdering innocent people, and like, you know. I don't know. It's just like really sick. And a lot of us, like, we feel sick to the core. Yeah, you're not alone. You're supposed to feel that. You're supposed to feel sick. Because it is sick what people do for paper, for money, right? Which some of it is like imaginary. It's like doesn't really exist unless they put a value to it, you know? Because at the end of the day, empathy, our education, our knowledge, our health, our bodies are more valuable than money, right? Right? I hope it is for all of you. You're not really indoctrinized and believing the horrible system that we live in. And that is a harm a lot of people. A lot. In the quiet, in the silent, in public, and exposed, and like, you know, and I don't know how long you guys want to continue sitting on apathy and ignorance and allowing these people to continue doing what they're doing, or doing something about it. Like, God is asking, like, that's what we're testing. 2025 9 energy, that's hermit. Fuck, that's going deeper. You guys think it's just the surface that I expose here? It's even deeper than that. Like, I can only cover, that's why it's this readings and things like that is so long. It's because because of that, because it's deeper, and I try to explain it and educate and guide people as much as I can. But sometimes I don't know everything. I have to study and relearn myself. So that's why I leave it here as also accountability. Okay, this is what I made a mistake. This is what I haven't worked on. Okay, this is what I said, or I don't know. There needs to be a tracking of accountability for a lot of y'all, so that you can do better things. Because empathy also comes from, you know, going through difficult things and seeing the different perspective of another person going through even worse than you, right? And putting yourself in their situation. So a lot of you've been asked that. So imagine you surviving a genocide right now in Palestine. How would you do it? Exactly. How would you survive in Congo and Sudan? You're so righteous, and you it's better for you to be ignorant, right? But just put yourself in their shoes. This is why we're telling you capitalism needs to go. This is why.